Toxic relationships with parents affect the mental health and general welfare of children. The difference between poor parenting and toxic parenting is only a matter of degree. Lacking insight, maturity, or compassion, toxic parents may cause mental and physical agony, trauma, and lasting mental problems for their children. On this episode of Simply Gents, what type of a toxic parent are you? The toxic behavior of parents influences their kids' feelings of self-worth, perception, trust in others, and general worldview. Let's meet the guys on Simply Gents as they interrogate the issue of parents who consistently behave in ways that cause guilt, fear, or obligation in their children.
So, gentlemen, I'm back. I had a time off, the show.
Where the heck had you gone to?
I'd gone to the GCC. It's the Gulf community, okay? It's a nice word of saying I was in Dubai.
What was happening in Dubai?
Work, the expo and all that. But I came back early because...
But it took place?
Yeah, I had to come back early before it ended because I really need to go and support my son. He made the athletics team. Yeah, he made the athletics team at school. Man. So
I'm sure you got the genes from the mom.
Drop the mic.
See the boy, he's a photocopy.
I wish that I was raised by a generation of parents who would do this sort of sacrifices for their... Because this is how it was for me growing up. Grew up in Highfield, yeah. Kwakusina school mdara, yeah. Maina unonzwa kusairwa unoenda mombe muna August kuti mombe zinongovhurirwa ndangakaza kunzi whatever. Kwakusingaperekedzwa kwashi waenda kuchikoro wega ukarohwa kurodhi wainze nonodzorera kana kuti usadzoke kudheni. So it was a whole entire generation of people that were not affectionate. Like, I'm like the complete opposite now because I'm raising a daughter and she's 16 now. And I think I made a decision earlier on in my life that, you know what, I am not going to be anything like those folks. I mean,
but Kyle,
I don't take anything away from
Highfield. And where did you grow up in?
I'm from Bulawayo.
Bulawayo. Which part?
I grew up Southtown, Kenilworth.
So did you say Southtown or Southtown?
Southtown.
What's the difference?
I grew up on the other side of the street. We called it Southtown.
Okay,
she says Southtown. What do you look bushy doing? Boy, I did a lot of work to look bushy, okay? Yeah, but I don't know if you, Kyle.
You walked miles, bro.
Settle down, boys. Settle down.
Bruh, I think do you want to cry? Are you okay? Do you want a hug?
I missed you guys. Kyle.
So anyway.
His stories, I get Kyle can relate. Because my car Is
it true? And my was good.
We always got... Everyone got beat at home.
Wairoverwa kunzi wagaridza usina kurohwa. Yeah. Kana kunzi wairohwa kunzi hausi kuchema uchirohwa. Wairoverwa kunzi uri kuchema uchirohwa. Wairoverwa kunzi wabvuma chikafu wapohwa chikafu nevaenzi. Wanonoka kudzoka kujeni. Right? Kana kunzi ukabvunzwa mubvunzo naMomzi. Wobva wanzi chakati. Wobva wanyarara. Wobva warohwa. Kana ukadera wobva wanzi hatizira newe. Wobva walaitwa.
But you realize also that that was traumatic, right? So are we agreeing? It was very traumatic. So that's why we have these kind of parents today that are either struggling. That are either struggling to be different from what their parents were, or by default they have just become what they were raised up to be. There's a lot of toxicity in parenting today. So are we agreeing, guys? Yeah, that's what I really, it's something that's burning in me that I wanted to touch on. As I made the decision actually to come back from the Middle East.
From the Middle East. Okay. Can I give you my jacket? Do you want this jacket?
No, man, it's okay. So off air, he was saying, Dada, you look good, man. Yeah, you look like you just came from a yacht, man. I'm like, yeah, so I'm okay with that.
You okay with it?
Is he still Chief Koti or is now the Sheikh Koti?
Somewhere in between. So, guys, I mean, you have 2 kids. How are you raising them? Like, what's your formula? Because things are, they just, when I was making this decision to come back, it was a battle. So I was like, pane big, pane mwana, pane big, pane mwana. But mwana ended up winning because, I mean, I'm a sportsman, in my own rights. So I felt like, because I never had my dad come to watch me play football at school, play cricket. I even made national team. He died. He never watched me. You did? Yeah, he never watched a single game of mine. I played with a guy called Brandon Taylor. I played cricket with a guy called Sean Williams. They still are active in the cricket world now, but I saw something when I was growing up. Their parents, in fact, their fathers were there with them. There was another guy again called Charles Coventry, called him Chappie. He held the record at some point for cricket as the highest scorer of a one-day score. But the reason why he got there was because his dad was there. He would be with him at the nets. He would teach him how to do it. Even if he didn't understand cricket in its totality, he would get him coaches. And I think that's what missed probably. I could have been one of the best bowlers in the world, maybe. You never know. But because that guidance was never there. And for my mom to even come to a game where I played, it was way into my career, and because they didn't understand it. So I think now as parents we have an opportunity to press reset on that issue of presence, and we can definitely be better by miles.
You need a hug.
So yeah.
Please. Yeah, thank you. It's okay, all right? It's fine, it's okay. All right, can we get some tissue?
Beer.
Beer will do.
But that's a good.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, how are you managing?
Gosh, I'm one of the worst parents out there. Wow. Because
That's honest. Wow.
yeah, I'm being honest. Because my situation is I'm coming from a background where I divorced a bit too early into my marriage. I think it was the 7th or the 8th year when I got to separate from my wife. So it took a knock on the kids. Considering the other one was, at the time, was 8, and the other one then was 2. So the gap, because the mom was now taking care of them more. Of course, financially, I would chip in, or I would play my role. And so support financially is there. Sometimes I feel, you know how it is with and you can never do enough for your kids.
With your kids.
No, I'm not living with my kids. Being a parent is not an easy thing. It's actually one of the toughest or the hardest things that you can encounter in life. And it's one of those decisions that you can usually you don't make. Sometimes it happens. You end up in a situation where you're having a kid. But in the event that you actually didn't plan about it, it's something that you need to think deep, because it's not easy. So it's quite a challenge.
My story is a bit different. Got divorced in 2010. And the strangest thing happened, yeah? After 2 years of divorce, right? Because when we got divorced in 2010, the granny my ex-wife's mom had taken our daughter. So she started, and she was just about to start grade 1. So grade 1, she lived with Granny in Gweru there. So we were in SA when we got divorced. And then when I moved back, when ZFM launched, when we moved back to Zim, when I moved back to Zim in 2012, I drove to Gweru for a weekend to go see my baby, you know. And while I was there, I was like, but why am I not living with my child? I said this I actually lied through my teeth to my former mom-in-law. And I said, you know, I've got a place for school, we've got a maid, so I've come to take my baby, you know. I mean, obviously they fought it, and then we just got into the car and we came to Harare. And that was it. And that was in 2012. And this is 10 years later. She's 16 now. So we have been a part of each other's lives for 10 years now, actively. I'm the only parent that she knows. And what I have discovered in raising her is that I still had a lot of my parents' traits when it comes to discipline, when it comes to just raising a child, you know? And then it got me thinking, like, we went through a lot of trauma, bro. Like, there's a lot of things that were not necessary that we were put through, right? Like forced labor. I'm sure you can relate to this.
Is that what you call it? Forced labor. I'm even afraid to agree with you right now because my mom's watching.
Oh no. Every single holiday, baba. Everyone kumusha. You know, there's not, until from grade 1 to form 4, there's not a single holiday that I was in Harare. Kumusha. And when you got home, whether it's time you kusakura or whatever, pedza kusakura like early. Moenda kwa gogats. Mono sakura futi kukapera kusakura. Mozudzuka kudini. 2 days before schools open, come back. Only the hug, dog.
Please, give him something. Share some love.
2 days before the schools opened, Mozudzuka kutonas, right? So you had 1 day to prepare for school, and then after that, Ratanga, repeat every single holiday.
Restart.
And I always sit and ask, and I was like, but was that really necessary? Like, was all of that necessary? And I know this is just one example. All of you guys have different experiences.
It's how maybe they thought, you know, that's parenting to them. Because, you know, the oldies were really tough. Yeah. You know, they were really tough. I was unfortunate because my father passed when I was young. Like, I was like around 6, you know. Kyle. Yeah, so no, I know he passed when I was like 6, you know. So then my mom was my mom and my father, you know. So I wasn't raised where there was a man around me. Personally, I was raised by my mom, being my mother and my father, and she was the most loving woman. And guess what, you know, man. She has made all this to be where it is. So yeah, you know, the way I treat my wife, the way I treat my mother-in-law, the way I treat my mom, the way I treat my sisters, I think it's a result of how my mom grew me.
What have you taken from how you were raised, and what have you decided to do differently?
Well, mainly being available for them. I grew up with my mom's family, not with my dad. And basically, I actually only found my dad on social media about 6 years ago. Wow. 6 years ago. I found him on social media. I was bored and I typed out his name. He popped up.
Serious?
Yeah, I found him so easy.
What was that like?
It was actually, I didn't really care. Honestly, I grew up with my mom's family, so they looked after me. Everything was fine. My grandma actually raised me, so everything was fine. I never ever bothered about him. Then the one day I was just bored. I was on Facebook and I was like, shit.
Only 6 years?
Yeah, so I just typed out... 6 years. So I typed out his name. He popped up, sent him a request. He accepted. Then he's like, then his excuse was, hey, I couldn't find you.
Oh! Okay, sorry, I don't mix
wait, hold up.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, no, I can relate though, but it's, yeah.
And then what happened?
We started talking. No, we just started talking. I just wanted to know what kind of person he was. So we started talking, and then I found out that his wife had just passed away, his new wife. So then I was like, all right, you know what? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, like, I didn't really feel hurt for him because I don't know him. But then I was like, all right, cool. You know, my condolences. We tried talking for a few months. Then I just wasn't feeling it. It was like, I've never said dad to anybody. So it was like really hard. And then to hear some man calling me son that I don't know, I'm like, yo, fam, don't say that, please. Don't mistake it and say that I'm your son. Then he's tried sending me pictures of his other children, like, these are your brothers and stuff. I'm like, you know, good, that's good, but I know my brothers, the ones that are from my mom. And that's it. So then we tried, but I think along the way, I was just like, you know, I'm not feeling it. It's not worth it.
How long ago was it?
But we spoke. I know he messaged me on my birthday. Didn't reply him though. There was a lot of messages that came in on my birthday. So
Are you angry? Like, how do you feel about him?
honestly, I got nothing. The worst part is, I literally don't care about this person. I feel nothing towards him. I literally. So then, like now with my kids, their mom and I, we split up, but we co-parent. Like, and so far I think we're doing a good job. Well, the kids stay with me, so my sons stay with me. Yeah, they stay with me.
You know what, guys? Can we raise a glass, actually?
For present men.
For present men, for present fathers. No, I'm on a real, guys. I'm really impressed. Tony, I didn't know your story, bro. I didn't know your story. I just always see him with his daughter, by the way. I had no.
No, but unlike Tony's story, like their mom, she's around. She always comes through. She's available. Like we co-parent, but then the agreement was the kids would stay with me for now. While we.
She was like, cool?
Yeah, she was. You know, the boys also. And plus, they were at my house, so it's comfortable, you know, like for them. I don't want my kids to be staying somewhere else and stuff. So I was like, no, let them stay with me. So at least we came to an understanding there. No, I've never brought anyone around my kids. My kids have never met any other woman. I've made sure of that. Like literally, I don't even think any other woman is
Discipline. How do you discipline them?
I beat them up. I do, straight up, fam.
What do you use? His hands or belt or?
You know, it depends. Either a stick or my hand.
I gave you a disclaimer. I gave you a disclaimer before the show came.
Can I ask a controversial question?
Can I just finish my point? I'm saying I gave him a disclaimer just before we came on set, and I said to him, me and Howard are different. I'm going to ask the most ridiculous questions, and I'm going to cross the floor. So, like, can you imagine this guy? I mean, you know how we know your kind. I'm not being racial. We know your kind is very violent sometimes.
Everyone is violent.
Stalk him, Kyle! Stalk him, Kyle! But you know what? No, I'm just saying this as a joke, though. But I really wanted to get into the question that he was asking you, like, how do you actually do this? Do you feel bad afterwards? Do you what?
Honestly, no, because I've never beat them for anything that I should have beat them for. So every time I beat them, I don't beat them all the time. It's like,
Can I ask a controversial question, right? Okay, so you guys are gonna throw the Bible at me, which is fine, but I think the Bible is open to all kinds of different interpretations, especially when it talks about the rod. I don't think that the rod was a literal rod because. You know, one time the Kamburo and moms Nimfanong. May his soul rest in peace. Takarwa for 1 straight hour mdara. Kushika moms vaneta. She's now tired, yeah, and she can't anymore, right?
It's like a 12
I don't know how many weeks. And moms tata pisa carpet and so Takarwa 1 straight hour. Right? So it's like verbal and also very physical, you know what I'm saying? And she would tell you and recount all the other times that you have screwed up and all of that, right? 1 straight hour, guys, come on.
Even for the things that justice has prevailed over, they still come back to the Hague. Because that's the Hague.
I want this to go down.
Yeah.
So the question is, do you think it's right to beat up kids? If you were raised in the 70s, in the 80s, and the 90s, you need some serious therapy. And I say this because we were raised by a generation of parents who believed that pain was a way to straighten us out. And I think that a lot of those parenting methods, as much as the intentions were great, I think it was really toxic. I suffered a lot of trauma personally by the way I was raised. And I mean, I don't blame them now because I know that they were only doing what they knew. So when you know better, you do better. We are a new generation of parents who are trying to do parenting in a different way.
We are African. We will do African things. We shall correct African things the African way.
But isn't there a better way?
Yes, thank you. That's
No, you guys, you know what? Here's what I'm seeing, guys. Hold up. Here's what I'm seeing. Yeah, no, here's what I'm seeing.
Yes.
No offense. But you guys are raising girls. Right? So it's slightly different because
you're calling us Mushi?
But here's the thing, Tony. I am naturally softer to my daughter. No, I'm very soft to my I'm very soft to my daughter, you know? Like
He's from below. So
You understand?
and you did say he's from the other part.
Yes.
Are you saying it's Shaka Zulu?
Kyle, you came back! You came back! So I'm saying
You can't come from Kulumali and not be violent. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
my daughter, very naughty, but she's sweet. Very but these boys, I call them monkeys. So, of course, it's good for them to be. Their mother says they are experiential. They are exploring. Yeah, it's okay to explore, but you have to know that in a man's world, things are controlled. He would know better. He deals with men issues. We don't want to raise weak men. You see? So as a parent, I'm already aware of that because there are things that will turn them into sissies. But they also know, hang on, I'm making the point. They also know that when you're in the streets, right? You are hustling, bruh. You have to be on beast mode. And for you to get beast mode, my brother.
By being soft. So
beast mode.
wait, guys.
Okay.
I hear you. You make some very valid points. But let's define. I swear we should have a show where we just talk about what a man looks like.
I think the thing is with you is that you got beat up really hard growing up. So now you think
the wrong thing.
Abuse child! No, but I went Kumusha, bro. I went Kumusha.
My body hit me once and I ran away from home for 2 days. You can imagine how bad it was. I think I was 14.
Where did you go to?
My pastor's house. So he lived down the street. No, I'm telling you, that's how bad. My dad hit me with a fist on my head. Do you understand?
No, because you were thinking you are a man already.
Straightening you
You were thinking you're a man, guy. And those teenage hormones were kicking in, eh?
I think when my daughter was 8, I think that was the last time that I ever laid a hand on her because I realized how scared and afraid she would get, like when I would beat her up. Like she was traumatized, bro. Like the look on her face, and I was like, no, man, this is not
When
right.
I get a daughter, I don't know where to beat. I'm like, who should I beat? Who should I beat? When I get a daughter, that's why I'm just like, give me your hands.
I believe that good parenting is about preparing your kids for the real world, like for the adult world, right? So you are teaching them that actions have consequences, right? Like when you do A, this is what happens. There's a million things you can do. No, you can take away the phone, right? You can deprive her of.
And Tony, this is what I would say. This is what I would say. No, this is what I would say. Okay, let's put a line between these two kids. There's a girl child and there's a boy child. These two people deserve two different ways of parenting.
Of correctional services.
Okay, let's say there's a girl. She's probably 21. She's in uni now. Then she jailbreaks, like jumping over the fence, going out. And then she comes back home.
Beating.
You see?
Beating. I'm sorry, I don't know, but 21. Beating.
Because she's gonna be pregnant before she even finishes school.
So the road is gonna. Are you saying beating her up is gonna change how she thinks and operates?
But she's aware. She's aware that there are consequences. Some of them, they may be really...
But is it the best way to communicate verbally or with the rod?
For a 21-year-old, it's not the best way.
Why would you be laying hands on a 21-year-old?
It's not the best way, because now I'm being abusive. I mean, this is a girl, okay, hold up. This is a girl who now has breasts and, you know, where will I beat? Where do I start?
You just have to look for.
You see? So now that's when this English way of parenting comes in.
It's not English. It's the human way of parenting.
It's English. This colonial, mindset comes in now.
You didn't share how you were brought up yourself. I'm waiting for that. So that maybe.
At this point, he doesn't even need to say anything. We know already. We already know. He got beat. He got beat. Why do you think he moves around with the chimpo?
Is this a 18 show? Because I really want to share this. Express it properly.
Okay, sure. Tell us.
I got a slap. Every other second when you are. So we are disoriented somehow. You understand? That's bad. No, but you know what? The thing is, this kind of lifestyle, I've got 3 sisters. So I was the only guy my mother's side.
Shame, man.
So obviously I was, small and stuff. But every holiday, my mom never beat me. She beat me up when I was 21 once.
Wow.
She actually slapped
What
me.
had you done?
I'd gone out.
Wow.
Got really messed up.
Thank you for the
I really got messed up.
I got really messed up.
Yeah.
Flu, you got flu?
Yeah, I got flu messed up. and she was like, so you think you're a man now? Huh? You can come here,
I can even write the script for that scene. What was it? Saka waba baba mshapa na peo. Waba baba na pakayo. Mira papa. Only
this was in Venda, so you can imagine the... It was more violent. So I grew up around that setup, yeah? And I didn't have, my dad was not there. The backhand. My granny. My granny. No, my guy, for anything. You would be sitting, you know how I look at my kids, we're having a conversation, right? As adults. This is in a house, we're watching TV, but we're having a conversation with adults. And then they'll be like, hey, Uncle Tanda, did you see? Yeah. Did you just come between us? Did you just...
Did you just speak back to me?
Like,
Bite me, Mom. Bite me.
You know the eye. So yeah, I grew up seeing that a lot. And of course, like Tony, I was abused also. I was. I was. No. That whole labor thing, and Kurowa Kumunda. I know she is. My mom never really, because I was the last born. I was like the gold to her. But because she realized that she could not, she put me in prison, and there was a warden called Gogo Jane. I love you, Gogo. She's 98 now. Yeah, it's my mom's mom. Ooh, my guys. This girl was something else. When I was growing up, I stayed with her grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. I went Kumusha. Baba. Holiday, you are there. Paid preach. You know how hot paid preach is?
Guys, I went to Chikurubi crash. My crash, I was in Chikurubi, like literally.
We were in the prison side.
Literally, like this guy, I didn't know Chikurubi.
So I then got married, and I had 2 sons. We divorced also. And the first bit of the divorce, I think the first 4 years or so, I never really got involved in my kids, except maybe financially here and there. Take them out to ice cream. The most time I would spend with them was maybe take them to ice cream, because it was a war zone. That whole custody thing was being used against, bless you, my ex-wife. I appreciate it. But
Bless you.
But I'm okay now. In the process, I think we both turned around and realized that the ones that are suffering are the kids, because she's a woman, right? She has the capability of raising these kids much better than I can, but that male figure is needed in their lives. And we went on to have another kid.
I'm not going to ask how.
But
We're not going to. But how did that happen, though?
it's okay, guys. It's okay.
How did that happen, though?
I get where he's coming from on this one.
Yes.
Wait.
Okay, guys, this is not the show, okay? This is not, we can have another show. We can have another, the producer is really looking at us right now. He's going to give us another show where we can explain this. So anyway, as I was saying,
Can I ask how the beef did that happen? How do you have another child with your ex-wife? Why not just get back together?
yeah.
Or you are complicated?
No, and you know what also? I am not proud of how things happened because I already had another woman in my life, by the way, and she's with me right now. And we have our own daughter now.
Pause. So you got divorced from your wife and you had one child.
No, we had
Two kids, right?
Then we had a third one.
And then you met somebody else and you still went back to have another child with your ex-wife.
This guy is ruthless, by the way. I thought you were, but hey, Tony is heavy. Tony is heavy on you, bro.
If you've got more questions, how about Kyle?
It's the same thing.
No, it's worse. Kyle's worse. He had 2 kids with the same woman that he never married. Okay, moving on to our... What type of parenting is that?
These guys are, they're mean. So anyway, I'm happy now that because I'm married to this woman now, so baby, no more going back. So,
Do you feel like going back?
no, I don't. It's covered, it's done. So I was talking about the kids, the parenting side now. We had serious clashes at the beginning. And even the content of how, and the values that we wanted to instill in the kids, we had our own way. And then now we have another mother in the picture. Do you get it? Because these kids now come to me.
That's a mission.
They come to me, now we have to cleave. She had her own kids when we met.
So whose
and
template do you use?
we use my template. I'm the father of the house. Both areas.
Straight up.
There's no two ways about it. That's what we're doing. Because, these are my kids. And even these new ones. When I say new, I mean, because I found my wife with 2 other kids. We have 1 other kid, right? But 5 actually, because the other one passed on last year. But it's been such a journey, because now I'm here. This woman who's my partner now was brought up in the same environment I was brought up. So we believe in militancy. You understand? So I find myself now leaning. I find myself now leaning to the leftists. Big nice. Because the right wing. But again, I'm sharing this story to Zimbabwe because I believe, in the world, I believe these are real things. Blending this family, new rules, new orders, and it's a lot for the kids also. So to beat them up after that, now that's when I then reduce this beating crusade, because I'm thinking they are already sort of traumatized by being displaced, and And even for these ones, they have a new dad now. You know, suddenly we have a family, and
So it's look, man. I don't think beating.
But even as I advocate for, beating, there's too much beating. There's a line where you don't need to cross.
if you do what Tony went through, it's okay for him because it was important.
I was perfectly capable of comprehending conversation. Like, please don't do this again. If you do it, these are the consequences. Minus beating.
But you know, Tony, a lot of kids, you can speak to them like that and they don't listen. Like what I've told the mother of my kids, I tell her that I don't beat up the kids all the time. But when I do tell them I'm going to beat them up, I follow up with it. I do beat them up. So I don't threaten them, but I tell them, like, so say for instance, I give you a warning, like, stop doing that. Next time you do it, I'm going to beat you. The next time they do it, whether he didn't do as much as he did the first time, the thing is he's still going to get beat because on the young... No. A stick, or on the younger one, the 2-year-old, it's usually his hands because I'll be hitting him for touching like the plugs or trying to draw on the
boys,
wall.
and this is real. Touching the plugs, they want to put their fingers in. You know, like boys will just be doing stuff.
Boys do stuff.
Monkeys are.
All right, so I've been asked if my kids ever ask to go stay with their mom after I've beat them up. Thing is, no. What they have asked is, why isn't their mom there, or when is she coming back? And the thing that I've always said to them is that she'll come back when the time is right, when she wants to. Even though she does come around oftenly, she does spend some nights there whenever she pleases to. But the main thing is that it's her decision at the end of the day. It's not mine and it's not the kids.
I hear what you guys are saying, but it doesn't kill to try. Just try it. The next time you feel the need to administer corporal punishment, the next time you feel like just try a different approach and see if you don't get the same result at the end of the day. Because do you also not agree that a lot of the beating that we endured growing up was parents taking out on us? Yeah. Because where do you draw the line between disciplining a child and I am angry? Because my worry is, when my mother used to beat me up, she was angry as F. You understand? So this woman is angry. It's like she is really beating you up. This is not discipline. This is her expressing her anger, right? So where do you draw the line, Tony, and say,
This is exactly what you just said now, is the wrong beat that we don't advocate for in parenthood.
But are you capable of detaching yourself emotionally and just do this? Like you could be on your phone and you'd be like,
No. The reason for somebody to get a beating, so he summed it up very well. There's the warning stages. There's also, you don't just get dismissed from your work. You are given warnings, written warning, blah, blah, blah. So I will see the behavior. PJ, get off that tree. PJ, get off the table. PJ, get off, because he's the busier one.
PJ, but I'm fridge.
PJ, if I papo. And this is now the 4th time.
PJ, got him fridge is sure, guys. I know my
I don't get a foot. Obviously, guys.
But do you take time to explain why they shouldn't be doing that?
His mom did it well. Usapinde mfriji unotsva nemagetsi usaita zvakadaidai unoita so wozodai
kuti apa sentence yacho inenge iri kana kuti paragraph yese ka ichibreak off it kuti chibva pano.
No, but you see, at that point, I then do it differently because also I suffered a lot of beating which had no explanation.
You don't say.
So now, after this smack session, I'll then call the guy. Come here, sit here. Do you know why you were beaten today?
At this point, it doesn't matter, bro. I'm just going to hit.
But obviously you say yes, because he's scared. He's probably going to get another beating. No, why were you beaten? Because I didn't write my homework, or because I didn't do whatever the crime is, right?
Just accepting why.
This is how then I administer this. So we're having this conversation. Then I will then tell him, do you see what happened to Michael next door when he ended up in hospital? because he was busy hanging up on trees and broke his arm. So I gave you that beating to remind you that next time when you're on the tree.
So do you also invite the other siblings to watch? And you'll be like, this goes to all... Message.
My guy, believe me, I don't need to have this meeting with them. He will have meetings with his brothers. Yeah, you know, he will have... So, yeah.
I was a beater, but I think I need to be a speaker as well. You know, beat and speak, you know, man. Explain after, you know. Give him a whoop, you know. Then, you know, listen, Miles, come here. Mine communication. Guys, I'm going to take a video.
Okay. At the end, what do you want? And you want them to change. So if you want someone to change, the best way is to communicate properly.
Your daughter is in the age of communication.
Teen. But 3 at 3. What can I say?
At 8, and also the girls. And also, guys, I think we also have to agree, really, but it sounds like it's a point where we're just trying to have one up on you. But the truth is that the way you raise girls and the way you raise boys is different.
But how is it different?
Let me tell you why it's different. They are of the fairer sex. They understand things quicker than this other side. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You know this. We are divorced because of our issues as guys. Because the girls are always right. But you know, yeah.
As I conclude, personally, I don't know if any of you has read the 5 love languages. Yes. Exactly. So I remember, you know, at church and stuff, every kid they've got their own language. And it's difficult, though, to get to know their language when they're still young. But if you find that language, it's easy for you to speak the language that they understand, you know.
What's the language you have?
Love. No, there's touch. Amongst the 5 languages, there's touch. The one that you have to say, stop it. And, you know.
Oh, you see, he's misinterpreting the touch beat. The touch beat is touch. Not touch.
But you know what I'm trying to say, bro. Touch. You know, so if they speak, you know, gifts, you know, I'm not going to give you that gift that you want on your birthday, you know. That's one, you know. There's the words of affirmation, you know. Hey, son, you know I love you. No, please don't. No, you get what I mean? And there's that touch. It's physical. It's touch and it's physical, you know. Do something. So for me, actually, it's my brother who told me this. Just get to find that.
Your brother who's friends with Manuel?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. You are not. So, Kyle, I need to go, guys. Like I said, I have to go and watch this boy today. Your last two. Yeah, of course, I'm going to share them. Your last words to fathers who are probably in a situation like yours and mine.
I think the best thing I can say is be there for your kids. Do what's right. Irregardless of how hard it might seem, you just have to keep pushing. I mean, there's many nights when I'd rather go out, but every day after work, I go straight home. There's not one day where I've ever slept away from home. Whether the mom is over or whether the maid is there, I've always... Comes over? Yeah, she does.
Woo, we need a show on Kyle. He has a ex-wife, baby mama that comes over. Okay, anyway.
The third one is about to come. Tell him. You've got experience in this. The third one is...
One brother to one brother. That stuff ain't good, man. What's your take, Manuel, as we wrap up here? What's your take?
I know, since I'm not one of the best parents, I would say you should give in.
But you should stop saying that.
You should stop saying that. No, you really have to stop saying that. Don't beat yourself up. Just change.
Yeah, because we tend to do the things that we hate ourselves for doing or not doing. Okay. You understand?
Say,
so you're a good parent.
Say I am a good parent. Say I'm a good parent.
I'm a good drunkard.
and be intentional.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah. I used to feel like that at some point, actually, you know, because of that environment that I said, like there was a lot of friction, and I felt like I was just a bad guy. you know. But when you continuously tell yourself you're a bad guy, you then become a bad guy.
No, I'm not saying that for just saying. It's because remember I was once in a situation where I used to be the good guy, but now, yeah, of course, the things that I'm no longer doing because I'm not with them, like doing school run and things like that. You know, it bonds you with the kids. But because of now because of distance as well, so yeah.
You can see them on weekends. Something. Make time.
Weekends are busy.
Papa, you need some prayer. We need to pray for you now. Lay down here. Go on your knees, we pray for you. 2 hours.
Okay, this is Mr. Mental Health for guys. No, I'm just saying, like, he's the guy. So we want to hear your message to the guys out there as we conclude this Simply Gents talk today about fatherhood.
Be present, like what Kyle said, you know, whatever it takes, be present. If you don't happen to live with your kids because they live with your ex or whatever, you know, do the best you can with what you have, you understand?
Okay.
And kids are not dumb, they will know. Kids will love you as an absent father, but you are present when you need to be present, you understand? Because they can see and they read into actions, because in their formative years, you know, they go by what they see, right? So gifts, spending time, and all of that, especially spending time. And those are the things that make up their childhood memories when they grow up. Because they want to be able to tell their kids also about you. She'll be like, oh, my father was so cool, you know? He took me to this place and things that don't cost you anything a lot of the time. So just be present and also know that there's no such thing as perfect parenting. Like we're all trying to figure it out, man. Because these kids are evolving all the time. I mean, just when you think you've mastered this particular stage, and then they evolve and then it's something else. So you must always be willing to learn, unlearn the toxic stuff and learn the good stuff. Invest in books, man. Go to workshops and invest in yourself as a parent, and it gets easier. And look, it's not your job how they turn out, but it's your job to prepare them for the real world. It's not your job. It's not how your child turns out is not your business. What you can do is you can prepare them, teach them how to make good decisions. That's it. If you can teach your kids how to make good decisions, then you're sorted. I mean, you have absolutely no control over whether or not I'm going to be promiscuous or not. Think about it. When you wanted to lose your virginity, did you consult your parents? I mean, it doesn't matter whether you grew up in the church or not. You just did it, right?
Can I go ahead?
How do I wait this thing? I've just opened this.
The point being that allow them to be individuals. Like, allow them to be individuals and find themselves and find their own truth. Like, don't impose.
Okay, Tony, Pastor Tony, speaking. His name is Kyle.
Okay.
Tawanda, Tony Friday, Nabase. So we're gonna wrap this up today, guys. Thanks for allowing me to have this topic today. And as I go to enjoy, thanks, my guy. As I go to enjoy the sports day, which I'll share the videos. Obviously, I hope that we learn something from our former oppressors. You know, I like what they do. If you go into a white man's house, everything he does, his son knows. So the business element of things, the family raising, he sees and he learns from the experience of the father. So I think this is one thing that I want to leave all of us here with.
Thank you.
Let us try by all means possible to be exemplary parents instead of just guys that talk, because our parents spoke a lot and they beat a lot, but they did not show us how.
Yeah.
You know, so let's show them how.
Yeah.